Hey gang, what's happening today? So, hope everyone's having a great week. What I got on tap for you guys today is discussing rewards and how we set ourselves up for success. I was listening to a podcast last week, and it was with the author of the third circle theory. Basically, it's a way of kind of getting your mindset wrapped around there. Haven't read the book. I'm going to order it. I've heard good things about it. But the author of it has been a business owner and an entrepreneur and has been very successful in some of the endeavors that he's taken on. So the conversation was revolving around rewards and kind of the way we think about setting ourselves up for success. So he owns, like I said, he's a very successful business owner. He owns a lot of exotic cars, Ferraris, Lamborghinis, those type of things. And so when he takes those out, obviously he has to fill them up with gas. So when he goes to the gas station, gets them filled up, obviously that typically draws a crowd. And so when people come up to him, he says, without fail, the first thing they say is, you know what, I'm going to own a car like that. I'm going to own an entire garage full of Lamborghinis. I'm going to have this, I'm going to have that, I'm going to have all these things. And typically he takes a step back and says, you know what, I don't want to be an ass, but you're not going to own those type of cars. And that usually rubs people the wrong way with that kind of comment. He's like, I'll bet you $1,000 that you will never own a Lamborghini. You'll never own a Ferrari. People take that as, he's arrogant, he's abrasive, all those kind of things. And he's like, and he goes on to explain, he's like, I'm not meaning to be a jerk, I'm not meaning to be an ass about it. He just says, when you go up to me and the first thing you tell me is you're going to own an object and your reward and your fixation is that object, you're most likely not going to achieve that. Because in order to achieve things like that of some sort of extravagant goal, whether that be a Ferrari, you could put that Ferrari in any context of what your goal may be. Oftentimes for us in the fitness realm, it's, I want to lose weight, I want to get in better health, I want to do those kind of things. It's, that's that Ferrari type of goal, and so what happens is if you're so fixated in leading yourself off with that goal, typically you're not going to be able to achieve that. What we see oftentimes, you guys, is the same thing we were discussing before, is when we set out to achieve a goal, more times than not, it's going to take longer to achieve that goal than what we initially see or initially think. And so if your goal is to get a Ferrari and you're starting out in complete impoverished situation, it's probably going to take a lot of work, a lot of blood, sweat, and tears, and putting yourself to the grindstone to be able to finally achieve and afford that Ferrari. Same thing when it comes to our world that we live in. If your goal is to lose 150 pounds and you've been living a sedentary lifestyle with not so good habits, you don't eat very well, you don't exercise, you don't do all those things, it's probably going to take you a good amount of change and not only a lifestyle change, but also dedication, consistency, and a lot of uncomfortable things of changing your life habits in order to achieve that. And so it's going to take time. And so what we see oftentimes is we'll get a lot of athletes and clients come to us, Avila, I'm going to be a transformation. I'm going to be that person on the cover of a magazine that went from 350 pounds down to 130 and is all of a sudden a swimsuit model. And that's awesome. That is absolutely phenomenal. By no means would I ever tell a person they can't achieve what they want to achieve. But at the same time, we have to understand what it's going to take to get there. Okay, I'll use one of our athletes as a prime example of this. They came to us from working with other trainers and at other clubs and everything else, and they came to us and they were fixated on losing. I want to lose 60 pounds. I want the scale to say this. I want to lose inches around my waist. I want my pant size to be X. I want my shirt size to be Y, you know, and my wife, Courtney, you know, she sat down with this athlete and said, you know what, let's not focus on that. Let's not focus on what the scale says. Let's not focus on your shirt size, your waist size, any of those things. Let's focus on every single day coming in and focusing on your performance. Let's get better with your performance, meaning let's make sure you're moving efficiently. Let's make sure that you're moving quickly, and let's make sure that you're getting stronger and fitter through all realms of fitness. And if those things happen, you will absolutely see those aesthetic results that you're looking for. You know, and so I think that kind of feeds into that podcast that I'm referring to. You know, his example was, you know, if you're a baker in some company, your job is to become the best baker you can possibly be. You know, find every resource and hone in your skills to be the most world-renowned baker that you possibly can be. And if you do that every single day and focus on being the best baker you can be, you will absolutely be able to get the means to afford that Lamborghini. You know, and it's the same thing with that athlete. If you come in every single day, focus on being consistent, focus on moving well, focus on being healthy, and making sure our lifestyle situation is set up right, where you're eating, you're sleeping, you're drinking the water you need to drink, you will absolutely see the aesthetic results that you came in the door looking to achieve. You know, and for that athlete, be the first to tell you, that was the absolute key to them all of a sudden looking at something from a different angle. You know, they changed their mindset from leading with their goal as a reward and trying to chase, you know, that bone that's out, or the rabbit that's out in front of the greyhound chasing around the track. They decided to change it up, flip their mindset on things that they control every single day, and all of a sudden that reward was attainable down the road. So that's what I got for you guys today, is kind of take a step back, maybe analyze the way that you look at the things that you're trying to achieve. Put it into perspective. You know, your job is to become the best person you can possibly be at whatever you're trying to achieve. If you do that, you guys, the goal will come. You will be able to get to that Ferrari, that Lamborghini, whatever goal that you're trying to achieve, you will be able to do that so long as you set yourself up for success and focus on being the best you can possibly be. So, hope everyone's having a good week. Got that for you guys today. Talk to y'all later. Take care, gang.